Hello, hello students. Welcome to the lecture, community medicine lecture. Topic is health committees. Let's start. Health planning in India is an integral part of national socio-economic planning. The guidelines for national health planning were provided by a number of committees dating back to the Bhor Committee in 1946. These committees were appointed by the Government of India from the time to time to review the existing health situation and recommended measures for further action. The Alma Ata Declaration on Primary Health Care and the National Health Policy of the government gave a new direction to health planning in India, making primary health care the central function and main focus of its national health system. The goal of national health planning in India was to attain health for all by the year 2000. Various health committees are here: Bhor Committee, Shetty Committee, Chadha Committee, Mudaliar Committee, Mukherjee Committee, Jain Committee, and Jangalwala Committee, Kartar Singh Committee, Srivastav Committee, Ramalinga Swamy Committee, High Power Committee on Nursing and Nursing Profession, Bajaj Committees. Okay, let's see Bhor Committee. Bhor Committee, Health Survey and Development Committee, was appointed by the British India government in 1943 under the chairmanship of Sir Joseph Bhor, an Indian civil servant. The secretary of the committee was Rao Bahadur K.C.K.E. Raja, the then Director General of Health Services. The committee was asked to review the health services in the country and make recommendations for their improvement. His Sir Joseph Bhor. Committee subjects are public health, medical relief, professional education, medical research, industrial health. Committees considered directors of public health institution 3, public health specialist 4, representatives from Medical Council of India 7. Board committee's recommendations are: health should be made a state subject. The government should provide comprehensive health care to the people. Comprehensive health is defined as the integrated curative, preventive care that is made available to every individual without distinction of caste, creed, and economic status. Comprehensive health care comprising a package of medical relief, communicable disease control, environmental sanitation, maternal and child health care, school health services, health education, vital statistics. In the rural areas, the government should set up primary health centers. These centers will act as rural center for providing comprehensive health care for rural population. Some of the important recommendations were integration of preventive and curative services of all administrative levels and development of PSC in 2 stages: short-term measures and long-term measures. Okay, for short-term measures are this: the government should establish one primary health center for every 40,000 population, and this should be staffed by 2 doctors, 1 nurse, 4 public health nurse, 4 midwives, 4 trained eyes, 2 sanitary inspectors, 2 health assistants, 1 pharmacist. And long-term measures are: government should set up the following term as 3 million plan: a 75 bedded primary health center for 10,000 to 20,000 rural population, 65 bedded regional hospital, 2,500 bedded hospital at district level. Okay, primary health center. The central government should establish National Medical Center for Excellence to train highly qualified medical manpower. The All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, and the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore, were subsequently established. The government should set up 100 training centers all over the country for the training of nurses. Ultimately, there should be 1 nurse available for every 500 population. It should also provide training for hospital-based social workers. The government should make 3 months posting in the subject of preventive and social medicine compulsory for the house surgeons. Okay, now let's come to second committee, Shetty Committee. The committee was appointed with the objective of reviewing the salary and working conditions of nurses in the country. The committee found a great shortage of nurses. It further noted the following deficiencies in their conditions. Their pay scales were very low. They were overworked. Most of them work for 50 to 90 hours a week. They were made to bear the cost of brokerage of hospital articles. Great shortage of nurses, very low pay scales, overwork 50 to 90 hours per week, bear the cost of breakages of hospital articles. SETI committee's recommendations are: at the state level, the government concerned should appoint a superintendent of nursing services. It should also create additional posts of nursing staff in hospitals. It should provide decent living accommodation to the nursing students. Now, third committee is Chadha Committee. Chadha Committee, it is also known as Special Committee on the Preparation of Entry of National Malaria Eradication Program into Maintenance Phase. The committee was headed by Dr. M.S. Chadha, the then Director General of Health Services. Chadha Committee's recommendations are: hand over malaria vigilance to General Health Services, train the malaria surveillance workers to do basic health work and redesign them as basic health workers, ensure there is one basic health worker for every 10,000 population, appoint a laboratory technician at each primary health center, appoint one health inspector for every 20,000 to 25,000 rural population, strengthen the district health organization. Now, fourth committee is Mudarril Committee. Mudarril Committee, it was appointed in 1962. It was headed by Dr. A. Lakshman Swami Mudaliar, the then Vice Chancellor of Madras University. It was asked to review the progress in the health field since both committees and to take a fresh look at the health needs and resources of the country. The committee presented its report to the Government of India in 1965. The committee was subdivided into different committees to deal with different subjects like medical care, public health, control of communicable diseases, population control, professional education and research. The committee was subdivided into different subcommittees to deal with different subjects like indigenous system of medicine, drugs and medical supplies, legislation, health administration, medical research. Medical care, ensure that primary health centers serves no more than 40,000 rural population. Improve the health services in the existing primary health centers. Ensure the primary health center provides not just curative but comprehensive medical care. Appoint medical specialists at the level of district hospitals. Create an all India health services on the pattern of Indian administrative service. In the number of public health nurses, increase the number of public health nurses, lady health visitors and auxiliary nurse midwives so as to render effective maternal and child services. Okay, public health, MCH, water supply and sanitation, housing, school health, nutrition, water statistic and air pollution. Communicable diseases, these are malaria, filariae, tuberculosis, leprosy, smallpox and cholera. Population problem, here to solve the population problem, family planning services provided to the people, strengthening of the educational and propaganda aspects of family planning movements. Each and every health worker should be oriented in method of family planning. Medical education, one of the medical college at least 5 million population. Teacher-student ratio should be 1:5. Integrated method of teaching involving professors of both clinical and para-clinical subjects. Medical research unit in every medical college should be set up and one statistic unit in every research institute. Indigenous system of medicine, okay, this also. Drugs and medical appliances. Legislation, universities should accept standards laid down by Indian Medical Council and registration is must before starting the practice. Health administration at central level, state level, district level, peripheral level. Mukherjee Committee 1965 and 1966. Mukherjee Committee. Okay, now fifth committee is Mukherjee Committee. Mukherjee Committee headed by Sri Mukherjee, then Secretary, Department of Health, Union of India. The first presented its report to government in 1965. It recommended dealing malaria from family planning so that the latter receives undivided attention of the health staff. Revise the family planning strategy. Appoint exclusive staff for family planning by way of family planning health assistants for carrying out family planning. Recommendations of second committee: appoint basic health workers at the rate of 1 as to 10,000 rural population. In urban areas, appoint one BHW for 15,000 slum dwellers. Appoint one health inspector to supervise the work of 4 BHWs. Appoint one health visitor to supervise the work of 4 auxiliary nurse midwives. Make family planning a vertical program. Fix targets for contraceptives distribution and for sterilizations. Provide incentives to the acceptors of contraceptives or sterilization. Establish strong administrative machinery from the center down to the block level. At the district headquarters, appoint a nursing supervisor. Now, family planning: end hunger and poverty, increase education, empower women, improve infant health, improve maternal health, decrease HIV/AIDS, save the environment, and support partnership. Now, a sixth committee is Jain Committee in 1966. Jain Committee is recommendations of 1 bed for 1,000 population, 50 beds hospital at taluka level, health insurance for larger population coverage, and enhancing maternity facilities at each level. Now, seventh committee is Jangalwala Committee, Dr. Naushir Jangalwala. This committee, also known as Committee on Integration of Health Services, Dr. N. Jangalwala, the then Director of National Institute of Health Administration and Education, National Institute of Health and Family Welfare, New Delhi, headed the committee. The committee stressed the need for providing integrated curative, preventive, promotive services from the highest to the lowest level. It advocated a unit approach to health problems, not segmental solutions to problems. Committee recommendations are uniform cadre of health workers, the preparation and maintenance of a common seniority list of health personnel, sanctioning of equal pay for equal work and special pay for special work, provision of good working conditions for the government doctors, banning private practice by the government doctors. Also, one primary health center for every 50,000 population. There should be 16 sub-centers at the rate of 1 as to 3,000 to 1 as to 3,500 population under each primary health center. Each sub-center should be manned by one female health worker and one male health worker. Now, 8th committee is Kartar Singh Committee. Kartar Singh Committee 1973. In the year 1972, the Government of India constituted a committee under the chairmanship of Kartar Singh, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Planning, to study the structure for integrated services at the peripheral and supervisory levels and the feasibility of having multi-purpose workers in the field. It is called Committee on the Multi-Purpose Worker under Health and Family Planning. This committee report is a milestone in the history of public health in a nursing service administration. Kartar Singh Committee recommendations: ANMs should be replaced by family health workers. Basic health workers, BHW, malaria surveillance workers, MSW, vaccinators, health education, assistant of trauma, and FPHA to be replaced by male health workers. Malaria is preventable. Okay. In the beginning, where malaria and smallpox were under control, MPW male and female scheme were to be initiated and later to other areas. PSC for 50,000 population. Each PSC 16 sub-centers, 6,000 population. Kartar Singh Committee recommendations: each sub-center should be MPW male and MPW female. Health supervisor female should supervise 3 to 4 female MPW. Health supervisor male should supervise 3 to 4 male MPW. The concept of medical colleges integrating all health, family planning, nutrition, and training programs were put forward. This committee report is a milestone in the history of public health nursing service administration. Now, Srivastava Committee. 9th committee is Srivastava Committee 1975. Also known as Group on Medical Education and Support Manpower, headed by Dr. J.B. Srivastava, the then General Director General of Health Services. Committee's recommendations are: center should create a new brand, health auxiliaries, para-professional or semi-professional workers, as a link between the doctor of the family health center and the multiple worker. Create auxiliaries from out of the educated members of the community, such as school teachers, postman, or gram sevika. Give them training and post them back to the village as community health guides, CHGs. CHG provide basic curative and preventive services to the community. Multiple workers should be responsible for supervision of CHG. Okay. Medical officer of the primary health center, then health assistant, then health workers, male, female, then community health guide, then community. Steps to create recommendations. What are the recommendations? Steps to create bonds of paraprofessionals or semi-professional health workers from the community itself to provide simple, protective, preventive, and curative services. Between the community and the primary health center, there should be two cadres: health workers and health assistant. Health workers should be trained and to give simple specified remedies for day-to-day illness. Health assistants should be trained and equipped to give simple specified remedies for simple illnesses according to their level of technical competence. Rural Health Scheme in 1977. The most important recommendations of Srivastava Committee was the primary health care should be provided within the community itself through specially trained workers so that the health of the people is placed in the hands of the people themselves. The plan of action was adopted by the joint meeting of the Central Council of Health and the Central Family Planning Council held in New Delhi in April 1976. The primary health center should be provided with an additional doctor and a nurse to look after MCS services. The primary health center, taluka hospital, district hospital, regional institution, or medical colleges hospital should develop direct links with the community around them as well as one other. Ramlinga Swami Committee in 1980. ICMR ICSR Joint Panel 1918. Ramlinga Swami Committee. This committee includes the formulation of comprehensive national health policy. The basic objectives of policies should be development of health system, should be integrated with overall plans of socio-economic development. To ensure access to adequate food, provide environment conducive to health and adequate immunization where necessary. Devise an educational program for health. Objectives of the committee: to replace the existing model of healthcare, which will be village or community health volunteer or health guide for 1000, sub-center for 5000 population, community health center for 10,000 population, district health center for 1 million population, specialist center for 5 million population. Combining the best element in the tradition and culture of the people with modern science and technology, integrating promotive, preventive, and curative functions, democratic decentralization and participatory model, oriented to the people, that is providing adequate health care to every individual and taking special care of the vulnerable group, firmly rooted in the community and involving people, to train the personnel to produce drugs and materials and to organize research needed for this alternative healthcare system. A detailed time-bounded program should be prepared, the needed administrative machinery created and finance provided on the priority basis so that this new policy will be fully implemented and the goal of health for all be reached by the end of 2080. Health for all by 2080 report of the working group 1981. A working group on health was constituted by the Planning Commission in 1980 with the Secretary Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as the chairman to identify in the program terms the goal for health for all by 2080 and to outline with that perspective the specific programs for 6th 5-year plan. Okay, High Power Committee on Nursing and Nursing Profession in 1987-1989. Okay, this is under chairmanship of Dr. Jyoti Formal, Vice Chancellor of SNDT Women University. Okay, then later on, due to some reason, the committee was headed by Sarojini Vardhapan. Terms of reference of the committee are this: to look into the existing working conditions of nursing and to study recommended staffing norms, their salaries, okay, and their roles in personal in the healthcare. Then to examine the need for organized nursing services at the national, district, and local levels. To look into all other aspects, the committee will hold consultation with state governments. Appointment of ANM, LHV, HS, PHN. ANM for 2,500 population, 2 per sub-center. 1 ANM for 1,500 population in hilly areas. 1 health supervisor for 7,500 population for 3 ANM. 1 PHN for 1 PHC, 30,000 population and 4 health supervisor. 2 district PHN officers in each district. Okay, students, simplification of recording system, then adequate provision of supplies, drugs, etc. is made. Gazetted rank for the post of PHN and above grade. Specific standing orders to be made available to ANM, LHV and HS. Now, these were recommendations of this committee are: working group on medical education and manpower planning in 1984. Initiate a scheme to induct a medical student, a linking for rural health service. For this purpose, the reorientation of medical education ROAM scheme was launched. Provide advanced training in public health management to doctors. Establish a University of Health Sciences and through it establish a network of healthcare institutions. Accord high priority to the training of nurses and other paramedical personnel. Bajaj Committee in 1986. Okay, 12th committee is Bajaj Committee, also known as Expert Committee on Health Manpower Planning, Production and Management, headed by Dr. S. Bajaj, a professor of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Recommendations: express a national health manpower policy, formulate a national policy on education in health sciences, conduct a countrywide survey of health manpower, appoint nurses as follows. Okay. Upgrade and improve medical and health education infrastructure and technology. In rural areas, establish a community health center for every 1 lakh population. Establish educational commission for health services on the lines of University Grant Commission. They set up health sciences university in all states and union territories. Establish health manpower cell at the center and in the state. Vocationalization education at 10+2 level as regards health related fields. This will lead to the availability of good quality paramedical personnel. Agenda to be discussed is National AIDS Control Program, tuberculosis, control of tobacco, National Alcohol Control Policy, Ayush, Cancer Research and Treatment, National Rural Health Commission and Medical Education. In conclusion, these committees are appointed from the time to time to look into the issues of the healthcare administration. The recommendations made by these committees were very helpful to make an excellent change in our healthcare delivery system. Okay, in summary, introduction, various health and welfare committees: Bohr Committee, Setti Committee, Chadha Committee, Mudaliar Committee, Mukherjee Committee, Jain Committee, Janganwala Committee, Kartar Singh Committee, Srivastav Committee, Rural Health Scheme, Ramalinga Swamy Committee, Report of Working Group on Medical Education and Manpower Planning, Bajaj Committee, High Power Committee on Nursing and Nursing Professions. Okay, so students, thank you.